Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aksana, and in this video I'll talk about combination of numbers 6, 20, 14 in Karmic Tail. I'll review its potential, common scenarios, and recommendations. It's a pretty rare Karmic Tail. This combination can also be found in other areas of the matrix. In this case, this information is also for you because you as well have a potential of this code, or you may go through the lessons of this code if the energies are disbalanced, though just remember that it's not your main lesson. If this code isn't located in Karmic Tail, there is always tense energy in the center of the matrix. So let's review the main positive character traits of these energies and their main principles. And I will start with 14th energy. Because this is the main energy to work on. 14th energy is called a mature soul. It's an energy of patience, harmony, kindness. It's about finding compromise, being polite. People with balanced 14th energy have a strong connection with their soul, meaning that they listen to their heart, they know what their soul needs, and they satisfy those needs, and thus they know how to maintain harmony of their inner world. Usually they have a fine artistic taste and simply love everything related to art. It could be theater, painting, poetry, architecture, music. They also love animals and natural beauty. They see the best in other people, and they see the soul in another person because they value their soul, their inner world, and that's what they focus on when they interact with another person. Rather than seeing ego of another person, and that has a healing effect. In addition, that best part of another person getting support, and thus it's getting stronger, since the owner of 14th energy directs his or her attention to that good part of another person. Of course, if the ego of another person is huge, the owner of 14th energy prefers to keep the distance, which is a wise thing to do. But either way, they don't judge. They treat people equally with respect and dignity. They're modest in desires and physical pleasures. They're happy with what they've got and feel satisfied even if they don't have much. This doesn't mean they don't wish to have more. It isn't about lack of desires, but it's about being grateful, being satisfied, and patient. There is a saying that a wealthy man isn't the one who's got more, but the one who's got enough. And this saying perfectly describes the main principle of 14th energy: being satisfied, living in harmony with yourself, being modest and patient. And if we look at the code 6-20-14, all three energies are soft. All three value harmony, emotional comfort, and inner beauty. All three about being diplomatic and non-confrontational. Sixth is about expressing love through friendly communication. It's about beauty inside and out. 20th gives ability to sense and understand another person on a deeper level, to accept others the way they are, to unite people. It also gives quality of a healer. Of course, this is true when all three energies are balanced. So the potential of the code 6-20-14 is to create harmony within and around, to heal other souls through warm, kind, delicate communication, to reveal best in another person, to help others find in peace and harmony, and to unite people. It's true blessing for a family or any group of people to have someone with the balanced 6-20-14 code, simply because these people, they value family, they care about the well-being of people around them, and they can sense when something isn't going right. Being excellent communicators, they know how to delicately ask the right questions at the right moment to help another person restore harmony. They're always seeking for a peaceful way to resolve issues, and they know how to prevent conflicts. They're happy, easygoing, enthusiastic, and overall it's pleasant to be around them. And of course I'm talking about potential, so I'm talking about situations when all three energies are balanced. And other people adore them because they feel they become a better version of themselves in their presence, as if they would be in the presence of a spiritual teacher or guru. Now, what can we expect when these energies are disbalanced? When it comes to 14th energy, the negative characteristics are being impatient and being dissatisfied. The person isn't happy with how things are going, with what they've got, and there is a disconnection with their soul and strong attachment to material things. They're being focused more on the material well-being than inner well-being. They also want more and not ready to wait for that. And whatever they've got, regardless of how great it is, it's never good enough. So high sensitivity and vulnerability can prevent them from enjoying life and seeing beauty. They're being easily offended or insulted by others. They become suspicious and choose to distance from the world. They also may develop eating disorders, especially when feeling down. And overall, there is a risk of strong dependencies and bad habits when 14th energy is disbalanced. When it comes to disbalanced 6th energy, there is a lack of love toward themselves, expecting lots of attention from others, being dependent on other people's opinions, difficulties in making the right choice. Disbalanced 6th energy is about either demanding attention or trying to please everyone and earn attention and love and acceptance through pleasing others. Negative characteristics of 20th energy are being judgmental, especially towards their parents, lack of purpose in life, feeling lost and depressed. So depending on the level of the disbalance, there are two main scenarios, two main lessons. One is taking position of a victim, and another one is not being grateful. So let's review those two. The person with disbalance 6/2014 code may develop mentality of a victim, and that leads to the lack of harmonious relationships with themselves, with other people, with the world overall, with God. They're not accepting their own uniqueness, feeling that nobody loves them. They don't know what they want and thus cannot declare their wishes. They're always trying to make themselves available for other people. They're ready to sacrifice their resources, their opportunities, money, time. They act if they are worthless compared to other people and they don't deserve anything, but others do. They're usually hard workers who never put their interests first. Often they find themselves in a situation where they have to make a choice, and no matter what they choose, they have to sacrifice something. So, for example, they're choosing between family and work, or friends and family, hobby and partners' interests, doing what they love, or taking any available job. They always lack something for complete happiness. There is a strong misbelief that happiness and joy requires sacrifices. Another lesson here to learn is being grateful and satisfied. In this case, the person is quite lucky. Here comes the 10th energy in the center, the Wheel of Fortune. It seems that lots of things come to their life effortlessly compared to other people. They may receive gifts often unexpectedly, or overall their relationships may work great, or they may be lucky at any other areas of their life, their work, friends, finances. The problems start occurring when the person gets used to that and they start taking it for granted, and instead of being happy and satisfied, they want more. Sometimes they even start acting like others own something. They expect others to do things for them without being thankful. In addition, the connection with the soul is broken. There is a disbalance between spiritual and material sides, and a strong attachment to the material things. And of course, when there is no gratitude, when there is greed, dissatisfaction, then stagnation happens in their life, financial difficulties may occur, and they feel like they are stuck in life and there is no help. So the task is to learn to be grateful for everything, for every little thing, for every person that come into your life, for every gift in your life. There could be also difficult relationships in the family, miscommunication or lack of communication. There could be addictions. Also, the person may be very mad on their family members for whatever reason, simply because they're so sensitive and vulnerable. So in order to open up potential of this code, there are a few things you can do. First, learn to be happy. Because with tense energy in the center, it's important for you to be easygoing, active, happy. It's important to interact with other people. So idea here is to learn to manage your inner world. Remind yourself that you don't need much to be happy. In fact, all we need is to be alive and conscious. Learn to be happy no matter what. Your inner state should not depend on any circumstances, finances, or other people. And when your tense energy in the center is balanced, when you're happy, easygoing, you attract luck into your life and to the life of people around you. Tense energy is also about cycles, so you know that having ups and downs are totally fine. So there are ups and downs of how you feel, your motivation, your interests. And when you feel down, just remind yourself that if you don't stop, if you just keep going, your wheel of fortune will keep moving, and eventually you'll feel great and inspired again. So feeling down, getting in pessimistic state is okay for a short period of time, but if you feel it's going for quite a long time, find the way to pull yourself out of it. Maybe that includes asking others to help. So being happy should become your new habit. Another thing is being grateful. There are lots of different ways of expressing gratitude. Find the one that you like the most and make it your new practice. And by the way, if you know practice that you really like, please share with us in the comments and maybe it will help another person. And in situation when you want something, in that case, acknowledge what you want, but then shift your focus from whatever you're currently liking or you want more to the things you have and you're grateful for. Why is it important? Because where our attention is, that's where our energy goes to. So when you focus a lot of time on the state of not having something or not having enough, your dissatisfaction gets support and it gets stronger. And we want the opposite. The goal here is to invest your energy to feeling satisfied and being grateful. And once we train that muscle of our soul, it will help to draw more abundance in your life. Learn to be loved from within instead of chasing it outside, to be independent of other people's opinion and actions. I know it's easy to say than do, but just remind yourself once in a while that this is important with your karmic tail. And always listen to your soul. Find a creative hobby that fulfill you. It will be great for your 14th energy. Great if it's aesthetically pleasant as well, because 6th energy is about beauty, creating beauty. And overall, the process should bring you joy and fulfillment. It can be music, it can be art, or writing stories. 14th is great for writing. 14th is also about mixing something, so cooking, baking, wine making, soap making. As long as there is a process and you enjoy it and there is no rush to get to the results. This is 14th energy. And surround yourself with people that you're comfortable with and make sure that the circle grows bigger. And overall, whatever you're doing in life, just be patient and remember about a power of small steps. Your hidden power is to move along the process, whether it's work you do or relationship you're trying to build, and focus on the process rather than the results. It's important to be grateful for the opportunities that you've got. If you add some love to that, harmony, beauty of 6 energy, and intuition, wisdom, and insights of 20th energy, all of this will get you to great meaningful results. So this is all for the code 62014 that I wanted to share with you. I also would like to express my appreciation to you for your interest in this subject, for listening, for watching. Especially thank you for those who watched till the end. And I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.